Just like February is known as powder season in Jackson Hole, we now have smoke season. It's essentially from the mid part of July through the end of August.
A dense roll of smoke that rolls into the valley in the middle of the night can wake you up. You can wake up smelling smoke and your body kind of reacts to it.
Your eyes run, your nose drips, you feel yucky, you can't breathe, you don't want to go outside. Doesn't matter what's causing that smoke, whether it's a fire a long distance away like in Canada or whether it's one in their backyard.
I'm here to work through all the natural disasters, and smoke is now one of those. It can affect everybody here differently, but it does affect everybody.
Having information available, having a plan, having options available for folks when there's smoke on the landscape affects many, many people.
Greater Yellowstone Fire Action Network about 2 years ago started working with different communities who wanted to be involved with developing a smoke-ready community, and that involved developing a plan. A smoke plan provides people with resources that they can have to deal with that smoke event, and it also helps to get messaging out to the community that has that smoke-ready plan. It's particularly important to have a plan for people who are very susceptible or can get really sick from smoke, but anybody is affected by smoke. Greater Yellowstone Fire Action Network worked with the Grand Teton National Park to become the first smoke-ready park, to be essentially the first park to have a smoke-ready plan.
Grand Teton National Park was established almost 100 years ago. The reason that it was established was to be able to preserve this landscape. And the fact is that wildfire has been a part of this landscape for thousands and thousands of years. Smoke is going to have a wide range of effects. It's going to have effects on the people who are visiting here from around the world, and it's going to have smoke effects on our own employees. And so having a plan addressing both of those needs is important to us. When we had smoke from the pack fire, there were days or times of days when the Tetons were largely obscured. We provided information to folks so that they could make different choices. And we changed park operations where we closed the entrance gates. People could still come in, but we did not have people working in the entrance gates because the air quality was just too poor.
Smoke Ready Plan also talks about some messages that they could provide to their visitors.
We work very closely with the Travel and Tourism Bureau and the Chamber of Commerce, providing information both about what the current air quality was, but just as importantly to be able to provide a smoke forecast for what the next day was. And then they can make choices about what they want to do. Do they want to go out and do vigorous exercise, or is it time to spend some time indoors? Go to the visitor center or go to the art galleries in town. We really, really enjoy having people come here and having a rockin' good time. Being a smoke-ready community, a smoke-ready park, is part of meeting our obligations for the full spectrum of our mission.
Sublette County here in Wyoming is one of many smoke-ready communities. And what that means is that communities can go to the health department or the emergency management department and get information about how to either A, be smoke-ready or how to respond to a smoke event.
When the whole process started, Guy Fan helped steer that through Sublette County. We were one of the first counties in the United States to help get that. We built that smoke-ready plan and have something actionable that we can use now. If the smoke gets bad enough, we're all going to be affected.
Checking the horses on a smoky day, I perceive them as more tense and higher stressed when there's a lot of smoke around. If it were very, very smoky, we really wouldn't take them out.
We have generally very healthy cattle, but we do know neighbors or folks running a more standard breed die at a much higher rate on smoky summers. Their system is just too stressed to cope with the smoke or with any, say, secondary stressor that might hit them. When there's a smoke event, I know the community in general talks to each other about it. I'm kind of old, which means I use Facebook a lot. And actually on Facebook, anything from Sublette County Emergency Management often have, on particularly smoky days, smoke maps. We have a lot of community members who do take the smoke very, very seriously, and it's very likely that somebody's Facebook page is going to have the smoke map.
If it were a bad day, a seriously bad day where the streetlights came on again, I think we would probably do an IPAWS message, which is an integrated public alert warning system that's just like the Amber Alert. We have the ability to do that here. We also have the plan to make places of refuge for elderly. We can set up our mobile HEPA filters and set them up in both of the senior centers. I have portable generator power that we could do this and run it. Both the senior centers have a generator. It would be able to run off that.
Smoke-ready plans like the one in Sublette County, they were developed in partnership with health departments and with emergency managers, which is really a great combination. We worked with air quality professionals in the Forest Service who helped these communities develop the smoke plans.
The Forest Service has technical specialists called air resource advisors who produce wildfire smoke outlooks. Our collaboration with organizations such as GuyFan includes technical dimensions of smoke readiness, monitoring, modeling the smoke, but also they have shared through our networks their smoke ready plans, which have been adopted by several communities elsewhere in the Western U.S.
What I really like about my job is connecting people who are working and mitigating wildfire across this landscape. One of the goals of Greater Yellowstone Fire Action Network is to promote fire on the landscape as a natural occurrence.
I've understood from really a very early age that fire is part of a natural landscape.
If we didn't have these programs, our work would not be as coordinated. We're a park that's wildfire ready, and so that means we need to be smoke ready.
As smoke becomes more prevalent, it's going to be something that we need to deal with. So having that plan and be able to help others start theirs, that's a big deal.
This is a high elevation ecosystem. We do not burn very often, but when we do burn, we burn with a vengeance. So being ready for it is what that plan helps.